Well, it's time to plant some fall lettuce in some containers. Galloway. All right. Now our lettuce bolted middle of last month. But now we're at the 1st August. It's time to plant the second crop. Now I've got a red lettuce and a Grand Rapids and a little bit of butter crunch left. Now all three of these say 40 to 60 days. Most of them say 55 to 60 to maturity. So what that means is I'm going to plant them today, and I've checked my moon chart. It's okay. So I'm going to plant them today, and then they won't be mature until middle to end of September. Well, in that amount of time, we'll be into cooler fall weather, and it'll be okay. So they should yield. I should be able to cut and come again on these lettuces until almost to pretty much till frost. So that's the point. Okay, when you have containers, and this is something that you can do, whether you've got room for a big garden or not, you can have a couple of containers on a patio, and be fine, and be able to keep them going. And here again, if you get 2 crops out of them, perfect. Now, I just had a little dab of butter crunch leaf lettuce left. I bought 1 packet in the spring, ordered 1 packet from the nursery company, and we planted 4 buckets with that, 2 for me and 2 that my daughter planted at her house. And I had just a little dab of seed, so what I did, I went ahead and scattered it in this bucket, and then I put a little bit of the Grand Rapids in there too. It'll kind of be a mixture. Now this is a burpee, red velvet. I like to plant a red lettuce bucket too. That way you start to make a salad. It looks neat. You got some red and some green. And I'm just going to do the same thing here. I'm going to just scatter these in here. That should do it. And then I'm just going to kind of pat them in a little bit where I don't see any seed anymore. And that's that. Now, what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to water them in, and I'll do that off camera. That's not important for right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys know how to do that. But I'm going to keep these buckets on my patio here where it gets shade most of the day until, it's bright enough the lettuce will grow. But it's going to keep it out of that hot August sun and let it kind of survive. Then when we get into September, or maybe even the last half of August, sometimes the last half of August cools off nice. Well, if that happens, I'll move it out into the yard where it gets full sun. But that way you're protecting it from that, because it's a cool season crop. You're protecting it a little bit from that hot weather where it might just not survive or not do well for you by giving it some shade. I mean, that's just simple. If you've got a place in your yard or on your patio that you can pull it up close to where, hey, you're shading it through the hot part of the day, that'll get it done. That'll work. That's all you need. So that's kind of the story on lettuce for today. What do you think, Bob? Bob, are you all right? Bob's not talking. So, okay, that's what I'm doing this morning. Now, I've already planted beets, a row of beets, and I planted them right in the row where my onions were, where I pulled out the onions. That had all that rabbit manure put in there between the onions. And I just covered it with a little fine sifting of soil, just enough to plant seeds in, and planted beets. And then in the area where I had my potatoes, I planted a Swiss chard. So that'll be my fall garden, I think, so far for this year. We'll have some fresh lettuce for fall salads, and we'll have the chard and hopefully some beets. You know, maybe we can get around to doing a canned pickled beet for you. Well, all right, thank you. You all have a quality day.